is still broken, so we did simulate a season before. So no, the Minnesota Timberwolves did not win 50 games this year, but we're going to go ahead and do their offseason. They did indeed lose to the Houston Rockets yesterday in 5 games, so they are knocked out of the first round of the playoffs. So let's go ahead and jump right into their offseason. So with the Timberwolves, they were a very nice team. Like, they have if you look at this roster, and maybe the Warriors, the Rockets aren't around, you're like, maybe these guys are the favorites to win the championship, because this is a very kind of a stacked roster. There's a lot of nice veterans here, and it just didn't go right. I guess maybe Jimmy Butler getting hurt for most of the season, or not most of the season, but down the stretch kind of hurt him a little bit, so maybe that had something to do with it. But let's just see what we should do with this team going forward. Let me see. They do have the 20th pick in this year's draft. They have us at the 29th pick, which is the Thunder's pick. They do have the Thunder's pick, but we need the 20th pick because that's the pick that the Thunder, or that the Timberwolves have. So I'm probably going to have to turn trade override on real quick to make this more accurate, because 2K is just not wanting to fix start today. I don't know when they'll do it. Hopefully they'll I'm assuming they'll do it after the playoffs, so they don't have to keep, I don't know why it's a big deal. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. But let's get the 20th pick from someone. Whoever has it. The Nets have the, okay, and that's actually more accurate because the Raptors were, yeah, that's more accurate if the Nets do have the Raptors pick. So let's go ahead. We got the 20th pick now, and then we have the second round, and then second round Timberwolves pick. All right, let's go to the NBA draft. Let's see what this team is looking like. So when you look at this team, let's see what they got going on. So you got Karl-Anthony Towns. Well, let me look at the contract situation. You got Karl-Anthony Towns on his last year of his rookie contract, so that is something you want to focus on. You got Andrew Wiggins on this massive extension that I could totally see them trading Andrew Wiggins, but we'll have to wait and see. Jimmy Butler and Jeff Teague are potentially on one-year deals unless they accept their player options, which I doubt. I bet Jeff Teague might accept his player option, but I doubt Jimmy Butler does. You got Gorgie Dang on a long contract as well. Taj Gibson has 1 year left on his contract. And then you got Cole Aldrich with the team option. Probably will decline that. Justin Patton is still sitting on your bench, not doing nothing. And then you got all these free agents in Bielitsa, Derrick Rose, Aaron Brooks, Al Jefferson. And that's, or no, that's not Al Jefferson, but yeah, you get the point. So really, I'm not sure what this team is going to do going forward. Do they really trade Andrew Wiggins? Because, I mean, that rumor came out before the playoffs started that he was unhappy, and maybe he still is. Maybe he does want to be traded and go in a better situation than this, which I think this is a great situation for him. It allows him to compete for a championship, and he's getting the most shots on the team, so not sure why he's totally unhappy. But as far as Derrick Rose goes, I'm not sure if they'll re-sign him. I can see them re-signing him because he played so good in the playoffs for him, but definitely want to retool this team a little bit. I might make some trades here and there, get Gorgie Dang out of here, maybe trade Andrew Wiggins. Let's see what we can do, though, and let's make something happen, guys. All right, guys, so this might be a little bit of an lopsided trade for the Timberwolves, but I could see something like this happening. Gorgie Dang and Justin Patton to the Bulls for Justin Holiday. Reason being, the Timberwolves get a nice backup shooting guard in Justin Holiday. We get a second rounder out of them as well, and the Bulls get a nice young center in Justin Patton, who could potentially, maybe if they give him an opportunity, start for him. And then we get rid of Gorgie Dang's contract, and the Bulls are willing to take on the contract. So they decline, actually, so we can actually make this trade go through. What if I threw in a second rounder and they do agree? All right, so let me turn trade override off real quick, actually, and let me make sure this goes off. All right, now we got rid of Gorgie Dang's contract, so that is a plus for the Timberwolves, which is something I could see them potentially doing in order to sign Karl-Anthony Towns long term. And then you still have Andrew Wiggins' long contract, and the man is just he's not quite there, so he's not quite where we'd want to see him. I think he's been in the league for 4 years now, and it's not really where you want to see Wiggins playing. You want to see him doing better, and it's just not looking good for him. So I think I see a potential trade here in the offseason for Andrew Wiggins. What they get for Andrew Wiggins, I have no idea. So we're going to trade him, and I'm not sure what we're going to get for him. We're going to make something happen. So let's see what we can do. So you want to know a perfect situation for Andrew Wiggins? Maybe on the Atlanta Hawks, because look, they got Dennis Schroeder, John Collins, but a nice Andrew Wiggins piece to that puzzle would be pretty beneficial to the Atlanta Hawks. So let's see if we can make something go through here. The Hawks have the #1 pick in the draft, which they won't have in real life. So what I'm going to do is, if I can get this #1 pick, I'm going to trade down to make it more realistic. I'll say the Hawks probably will have like the third or second, well, I would have to look at the standings, maybe the third or second pick or the fourth pick. So I will be a little bit realistic with that. I don't think the Hawks are going to land a #1 pick. So let's see if they'll take this. They do not take this. So if I threw in what if we threw in our pick as well? they get our first rounder and they still don't accept it, which I probably will make this go through actually. Taurean Prince and a high draft pick, which is going to be top 5 draft pick for Andrew Wiggins. I think that's good value for Andrew Wiggins. You get 2 players for him. He hasn't had the best season this last season, so I think something like this could potentially happen. The Atlanta Hawks would be very benefiting getting Andrew Wiggins, so I'm going to force this to go through, and I'll see you guys at the draft when I actually trade down and get the realistic pick for the Hawks. All right, guys, so now we have the 3rd pick in the NBA draft. The Suns had the 1st pick, so we got the 3rd pick and the 20th pick. I decided not to give them the 20th pick because I think that the Hawks were getting enough back, and we got Taurean Prince, who's a nice young piece that's going to add a little bit to this puzzle, which I do like. So if you guys think that trade was fair, leave a like down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought about that trade in the comment section, because I definitely could have gotten more, I'm sure, but something like this could potentially happen. Let's go ahead, jump in the NBA draft, and let's see who we should get at this number 3 pick. In the NBA draft, we got Michael Porter Jr., Luka Doncic, and Marvin Bagley, but to choose between 2. So who do we want to take? I'm actually curious of who they took. Colin Sexton. The Suns took Colin Sexton. Come on, man. All right, I mean, I guess you need a point guard next to Devin Booker, but I mean, DeAndre Ayton would have been the pick there. But I would take Michael Porter Jr., but since he did sit out pretty much his whole college season, I'm going to go ahead and choose between Luka Doncic and Marvin Bagley. We already have Jimmy Butler at that shooting guard position, so I think I'm going to take Marvin Bagley here so he could start next to Karl Anthony Towns, and I think that's a good draft pick for us. I think the Timberwolves are getting some nice value there, and we still have the 20th pick, which I'll be simulating to and making a trade here. So let's go ahead and simulate to that 20th pick. Marvin Bagley, welcome to the team. This is a very nice pick for the Timberwolves. They can replace Wiggins with Marvin Bagley and Taurean Prince. That is I'm sure that's nice value for him. I'm pretty sure that's very nice value for Wiggins. If they even do trade him, I'm not even sure they're going to. It's something that could potentially happen, but like I said, it's just a wait and see game to see if Wiggins really wants to be traded. And then let's see, we don't need to look at the trade offers. I mean, I guess we could have if we wanted to, but not really necessary. We can take another nice young prospect. We got Trayvon Duval out here, I see. And then we got Emmanuel Cott, PJ Washington, Isaac Bonga, Troy Brown, Lonnie Walker, Trayvon Duval. I mean, we don't really need another backup point guard. LaGerald Vick, Blake Newman, Isaac Bonga, Emmanuel Cott. Maybe we should look into trading this pick. Let's see what's out there. So 24 trade offers should pop up, hopefully. 24. So we got Korkmaz and Anderson, Gorge Dang, J.R. Smith, Chandler Parsons, Marvin Williams, Derek Favors, Willie Cauley-Stein, Terrence Ross, Barea, Kevin Knox, Frank Jackson, DeLon Wright. That would be a nice pickup, but I don't think the Raptors would trade him. All right, let's just go ahead and make a selection here. Maybe I'll just take Trayvon Duval. Maybe he's the future point guard of this team, and when Jeff Teague is gone, he can get some nice mentorship from Derrick Rose and Jeff Teague or something like that. Let's go ahead and take Trayvon Duval and call it good. As heading into free agency, not much to really do out here. Let's see what we got out here. Contract extensions, Karl Anthony Towns still undecided. Jimmy Butler is going to go test free agency. You got Tyus Jones still, and then Taj Gibson is not available, and then we got Justin Holiday. So now, let's go ahead. What do we got for the contract situation? We got almost enough money to do something. Negative 402K, but the cap holds might be holding us back. So we got Bielitsa out of here. Cole Aldrich definitely out of here. Aaron Brooks, don't need you now. Anthony Brown, don't need you. And then Derrick Rose is still there. So we got 20 mil in cap space just by getting rid of all those guys. So we could still potentially go sign a nice piece. Didn't even think that was a possibility. So what we got? Jeff Teague, Tyus Jones, Trayvon Duval, Jimmy Butler, Justin Holiday. I wish we had Drew Holiday, man. That man played great in the playoffs. And then you got Taj Gibson. Really don't need, I mean, if we wanted a small forward to start over Taurean Prince, that would be okay, but I'm also okay with Taurean Prince starting if necessary. We already have Tyus Jones back at point guard. I think I'm going to renounce. No, I think I'll leave it. He's only 2 mil. 2 mil is not going to be much of a difference. So as far as the small forward situation goes, what do we got out here as far as starting small forwards? Paul George, not going to happen. He's probably going to go to the Lakers, or if the Thunder can somehow come back down from 3-1, which they did win game 5 yesterday, it's a possibility, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Not much. I mean, Tyreek Evans asking for a little bit too much money. All positions. Let's see what we got out here. So we could definitely sign someone nice out here. I'm sure we can sign someone nice. I just don't know who. You could bring Zach LaVine back. No, that wouldn't make sense. Avery Bradley, D Wade, Brooke Lopez, Greg Monroe, Michael Beasley, Marco Bellinelli, Rodney Hood, Jeff Green, Austin Rivers, Jahlil Okafor, Will Barton. Jahlil Okafor is a 79 overall. You got to be kidding me. Will Barton. Will Barton wouldn't be a bad pickup. What do we got? So Jamal Crawford probably retired. I didn't even really notice. Justin Holiday could be the backup shooting guard right now, but if we could go grab Will Barton, that might not be a bad idea. Taurean Prince could still start, Marvin Bagley, Taj Gibson, and then we could still get Derrick Rose back if we wanted to, be the backup point guard. So let's go ahead and throw some money at Will Barton. I mean, why not? And this guy might leave the Nuggets, so maybe a potential suitor would be the Timberwolves. Will Barton, Rondo, Austin Lynn, or I say Austin Lynn. That was weird. All right, so Will Barton, let's throw you an offer. I'll throw you an offer. I think Will Barton, though, might get some good money this offseason because this man deserves to be a starter. I'm pretty sure he should be a starter, but I'm going to throw him 15 mil for 3 seasons. Let's see what he says to that. And then let's go down the list even more. We do need a backup center, so Dwayne Dedmon, I will go ahead and throw an offer at you as well. And then where is Derrick Rose? I'll go ahead and throw him an offer to bring him back on this team. Derrick Rose, you played good in the playoffs, so might as well bring you back. So now let's see what we got. We got Will Barton accepting. He accepts, and Derrick Rose accepts. So 3 free agency acquisitions in Will Barton, Dwayne Dedmon, and Derrick Rose. I am so okay with that. So let's sign all 3 of these guys back. Agree to that. And bam, you got, just like that, we have a team, a nice little team. And Jeff Teague, Derrick Rose, Tyus Jones, a lot of point guards on the roster. Definitely can move like 2 of these guys if we wanted to. But, I mean, Jeff Teague probably won't resign after this season, or maybe he will. Maybe he'll accept that player option. Derrick Rose, I don't know if he's going to be the solution going forward. Maybe I should just give him a 1-year deal. Butler, Will Barton. Will Barton is a nice little answer. If you could start him maybe in the future, that wouldn't be a bad idea. And you got Taurean Prince, Marvin Bagley, and which you could potentially actually move Jimmy Butler to the small forward and have Will Barton start a shooting guard, but that is something you can